Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Lucas Abby response, Theresa seduces Brady, Alex fears secret. Days of Our Lives reveals that Brady Black eavesdropped Constantine Meliones talking to Theresa Donovan about diverting the true heir at law's heritage, but Constantine acted like he was talking about Maggie Kyriakis participating her portion of the fortune. After Constantine left, Theresa complained about Alex Kyriakis presumably being off with Kristen DiMera tonight. Once Theresa mentioned her open relationship, she allowed. She merited some fun too and planted a kiss on Brady. Brady kissed back before pulling down and wondering what Theresa was doing. Although Brady didn't suppose it was a good idea to cross this line again, Theresa swore to bear and acted like this could purely be about enjoying their connection. Brady ultimately surrendered to Theresa's temptation sweats, so they kissed passionately as they stumbled into one of the bedrooms and fell back on the bed. At the DiMera manse on Thursday's day's occasion, Alex flirted with Kristen and wanted to hit the waists again, but she refocused out that they formerly did it twice this morning. Alex allowed. The delicacy store was open all the time, but Kristen claimed she was shutting it down since she just wasn't that into Alex. Although that bruised Alex's pride a bit, Kristen refocused out that she was in love with Brady and Alex was in love with Theresa. In fact, Alex had been talking in his sleep about how Theresa was the woman he wanted and demanded. That news surprised Alex, who eventually admitted he felt like Theresa was holding back and that she'd been on the verge of confessing commodity on numerous occasions. Kristen suggested that if Alex could get Theresa to admit what that was, also perhaps he could reach another position with her. Alex thanked Kristen for the guidance as they wished each other luck with their true love trials. Once Kristen was alone, she looked at a picture of herself with Brady and pledged not to let him go formerly she got him back. Back at the Kyriakis manse on day's occasion, Alex was puzzled when he came home and couldn't find Theresa since Henderson said she was there. Meanwhile, Maggie respected the Horton house emendations before Julie Williams admitted she had enterprises about the brewing espousal. Julie pushed Maggie not to marry Constantine since she wasn't buying his story about timber amends with Victor Kyriakis. It sounded more like Constantine wanted vengeance and was using Maggie to get it. Maggie's response let Julie know there was a plan in stir, but Maggie refused to get into the details. After Julie brought up Chad DiMera's parlous trip to find Clyde Weston, she circled back to Maggie demanding to call off the marriage. Constantine intruded since the door was uncorked, so he defended Maggie's liberality for doing him this favor and stood by his claims that he made amends with Victor. Once Constantine said he got updates on his visa officially expiring, he told Maggie that they demanded to marry by this time hereafter and got her blessing. In Montana on Thursday's DOL show, Chad was confused over Clyde Weston claiming that Abigail DiMera was alive and well. Although Chad was skeptical, he ultimately put the gun down since he demanded to know how Abigail's survival was possible and where she was now. Harris Michaels assured Chad that they de-interrogate Clyde and get some answers. While Harris handed Clyde over to the FBI, Chad headed to Lucas Horton and Ava Vitale's motel room. Ava took off to catch up with Harris, so that left Chad to speak with Lucas alone. Chad admitted that Clyde was now claiming Abigail was alive, so he milled over the possibility that it was true. Lucas allowed. It was far more likely that Clyde was saying whatever it took to save his own skin. Since Chad set up Abigail's body himself, Lucas reminded him of that and eventually hugged him in a moment of grief. At the Hutman on day's occasion, Ava met up with Harris and learned Clyde would be headed back to Statesville once he was questioned. Although Ava knew Harris was unhappy about her pointing her armament at Clyde and nearly taking him down permanently, she refused to apologize for trying to keep Trip Johnson safe. It all worked out okay since Ava didn't pull the detector, but Harris said they'd talk further about this in Salem and pushed her to stay behind while he visited the FBI field office. Days of Our Lives say Harris and Ava's relationship may be fading presto, so stay tuned for further prognostications on all the raising drama. Alex finds Theresa and Brady in bed. Maggie and Constantine's marriage goes wild. Days of Our Lives reveal that Alex Kyriakis will catch Theresa Donovan in a rather libelous-looking moment with Brady Black, so it sounds like he'll find them in bed together. It took some persuading, but Theresa indeed converted Brady to head to the bedroom with her. Passion has been erupting between Brady and Theresa, so Days spoilers say Alex is sure to have some mixed feelings once he walks in on the spouses. Of course, Alex has no right to complain since he's the bone who pushed for an open relationship by wanting Kristen DiMera on the side. Now that Kristen has admitted she's not that into Alex, she's also given him a drive back in Theresa's direction. Alex really does love Theresa, but DOL suckers know he's floundering since he feels like she's cash-in commodity. Once Theresa gets fractured with Brady, she might confess her moping passions for her former honey and try to move Alex. That's the secret she's been keeping. It'd be better than the volition of telling Alex the verity about the heritage scheme. Other days say Sarah Horton will telephone the last given number for Xander Cook's mama, so we'll see if she can get her on the phone to deliver a marriage invite. Anyhow, Xander isn't thrilled about Sarah's plan and expects to be proven right about his constantly dreamt disaster of a mama soon enough. Over with Steve Johnson, John Black and Maggie Kyriakis, they'll have a strategy session just before Maggie's marriage to Constantine Melionis kicks off. Days spoilers say Maggie will be brimming with confidence due to Constantine's trap and may plan to have him arrested just before they tie the knot. Still, this marriage will get wilder than Maggie anticipates since a firing will take place within the coming occasion or two. It's easy to imagine Constantine and Steve potentially floundering over a gun that eventually goes off, so stick with us for further prognostications on all the mayhem at the espousal. Days of Our Lives say Maggie will move forward with Constantine's downfall for now, but we'll bring you updates on all the stunning news ahead. Holly's hops sneak out, fun disobedience turns deadly? Days of Our Lives reveal that it's been a many weeks since Salem's teen scene has vented any major scenes. As far as I know, Nicole Walker DiMera still wouldn't let Holly Jonas go to Hop. Still, Holly is the type who would sneak out to go to Hop anyway. Since Nicole is concentrated on Jude DiMera, also why not? Still, there could be unlooked-for consequences. Days of Our Lives, Nicole Walker DiMera's prom ban. DOL spoilers reveal that the Salem teenagers have made plans for Hop. Holly pushed Tate Black to go to Hop with Sophie Choi. Also, Holly agreed to go to the cotillion with Aaron Green, Louis Tomero. Of course, Tate and Holly are really intimately dating each other, which formerly complicates effects. Nicole banned Holly from attending Hop. Still,